Hey guys, Happy New Year. Happy 2020. As I'm sure many of you guys are already doing right now, are setting up some New Year's resolutions for this upcoming year. And I think one of the things that I just wanted to share today was how the principle of never giving up is critical to a lot of things that you do. Persistence, pushing forward, not giving up, all of those things and anything that you do is very, very important. And I've definitely seen that through my Christian walk. I've seen it in new initiatives that I've taken on with school, work, the podcast, a lot of different things, relationships, friendships. So all those things are always there. But if you want to do well for this upcoming year, I think one of the things that I would encourage you to do is to always have in your mind not to give up, to keep pushing forward, no matter what challenges you face this upcoming year, to keep pushing forward. You're going to encounter that in your Christian walk. You're going to encounter it in your marriage. You're going to encounter it in raising kids. You're going to encounter it in friendships. You're going to encounter it in school and work, whatever the case is. You'll always have this feeling of wanting to give up when things are hard. It'll probably jump into your head real briefly, and then you kind of have to counter that thought right away. But in that process, you're also going to encounter a lot of insecurities. And that's one of the things that I've been learning this past year is that I didn't realize how insecure I would be about a number of things until I actually did it. Right? You start to question the reason why you do certain things. You start to question if you're actually doing better than what you were hoping to do. Um, you just start questioning a lot, and you start evaluating yourself sometimes by other people's opinions, and that can also take a heavy. It can be a heavy weight to carry around. So if there was anything that I was able to take away from last year, there's many things, but one of the ones that I wanted to share with you guys today was that idea of pushing forward, no matter what, right? As you guys know or have seen, I started a podcast in June, so it's been 6 months and getting close to 1,000 listens, which is what my goal was, but I think I want to shoot even higher for this upcoming year, and that's definitely what I'm going to be doing, and I have a lot of new cool stuff for you guys with that. Also, if you didn't see my last Facebook post about learning to meditate on God's Word more this year, right? A lot of people put their New Year's resolution to be to read through the Bible, which is great, and I support it, and that's something that I will also be doing at some point. But this year, I wanted to focus specifically on a number of passages that are uh, life changing, that are very impactful, maybe just for this year, like some that deal with discouragement, some that deal with comparison, others that deal with marriage, friendships, um, and so on, and being empowered by the Spirit to do the will of God. So I have a lot of that stuff coming up this year, and I'm trying to get as many people involved in that as possible, because when you see other people do it, you feel encouraged and you want to take on that challenge as well. And it's encouraging when you're doing things together, especially when it's other believers who are in the process of drawing closer to each other and drawing closer to God. So the key behind all of this is not to give up. And when I talk about insecurities, when I started the podcast, one of the biggest questions I had was, is this going to grow? Am I going to be able to do well? Am I going to be um, impacted by comments or lack of comments on the podcast? What will I do if that I do encounter that? So a lot of questions that I was going through and experiencing in my mind, and I'm trying to make sense of them. But one of the things, like I said before, is that every single person who has started something new that they were scared of, one of the things that you see is that it takes time, first of all, to build something into something good, and something that you're proud of because you've put in the work. And the key point, obviously, as I was mentioning earlier, is that you didn't give up. You keep pushing forward. You might be taking on a challenge this year, or you took one on last year that you've still persisted in. and you've continued to do it even with the insecurities that you experienced. So that's good. Keep on doing that for this upcoming year. Things will get better, but you have to continue to push forward. You will never be able to find out what the end result is if you don't continue to push forward, right? And you can always improve, right? I think that's the other part too, is that we are afraid to improve or see our deficiencies and see how we can fix them. So I think that's one of the things that contributes to us giving up before actually seeing the final result. So, again, Happy New Year. I just want to encourage you, don't give up. If you take on a new initiative this year, if you took one on last year and you're feeling discouraged and tired, um, and just want to give in, you don't want to continue anymore. I want to encourage you to continue pushing forward. If it's in your Christian walk, you haven't seen fruit that you've wanted to, or you feel like you're growing too slowly, guys, as long as you're pushing forward and you're growing little by little, that's good. Keep pushing forward. Okay, don't give up. There's a lot of things that you're going to be encountering this year that you may not be ready for. But again, like I said, I just want to encourage you to push forward. All right. Well, have a great day, guys. Another beautiful day outside. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's another beautiful day. Hope you all enjoy it. Have a good day.